You're listening to the All Elite Podcast, your favorite AEW fan podcast for in-depth analysis and discussions about the #1 growing brand in professional wrestling today, All Elite Wrestling. This podcast is broadcasted live on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch on behalf of the No Holds Barred Network. The network is your source for wrestling interviews and podcast content featuring independent wrestling and AEW. Also, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So sit back, relax, and interact in the live chat. Enjoy the show.
Gentlemen, welcome to the All Elite Podcast. I am Santino Marella, your host now of the All Elite Podcast. Just for my #1 fan, Jackie, on the Twitter, she loves Santino Marella, so that's why now Santino Marella does the podcast.
That was so hard for me to keep a straight face. You have no idea. That was so hard. But just for you, Jackie, on Twitter, who loved that and who loved me doing the Santino Marella thing. Just for you. Oh my God, Kilroy in the chat already. 69 me dong. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All Elite Podcast right here on the No Holds Barred Network, is where myself and my co-hosts talk about everything in that AEW world, from AEW Dark, BTE, Elevation now, and Dynamite, all right here on the podcast for your enjoyment. We are a fan podcast of AEW and love to have a lot of fan interactions, discussions, and analysis all in the live chat and here on air. I am your host, as always, your self-proclaimed greatest host and personally victimized by Danny Jordan. My name is Kyle Masters, and I'm always joined by my co-host. She is a woman of many nicknames, but you know her as the EVP of Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, and the Queen of the Indies, and now the Lady of the Light tubes. That's Tiffany.
I feel like I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to get a prop of a light tube.
Listen, you have a long list of husbands. Now you have a long list of nicknames. Okay, you're just a list woman. You're a woman of many lists. That's what you're gonna be from now on. You're gonna have to live with that. You just have lists of everything. List of cookies. List of coffee. List of cookies, list of dogs, list of carpets, list of
dogs,
list of drapes, list of bathroom soap. You just have lists. That's all. That's just who you are. That's who you are.
The lady of lists.
Lady of the lists.
There you go. Let's add that name.
Yeah, that's what you are. Okay. But anyways, that's Tiffany. I'm Kyle. Guys, if you're new to the podcast, this is where myself and Tiffany like to have fun and always talk about AEW in a fun, positive way. Everything in that AEW world we bring up on the podcast. We did send out a fan tweet, which we're going to get to. Thank you for all the responses. Man, that fan tweet blew up. I think we got like over 80 responses on that tweet. Don't know how we're going to read them all, but I'm going to read the best I can, most of them, because we had some funny answers, okay? And it was for MJF's new faction. There are some great answers, and I can't wait to read some of these out. Anyways, oh yeah, Conrad in the chat from Everything Pro Wrestling. Shouts to you. Yer! Gotta love that. I love doing that. I'm not even from New York, and I love doing that.
We're going to have to make him an honorary New Yorkan.
Just from where they say you're. I keep forgetting, where's that? Brooklyn? Bronx?
Usually the Bronx.
Bronx. I can't.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
I mean, everybody will say something different. Like, I always hear it, like, in Queens, but then you'll hear it in Brooklyn, but I think it originated from the Bronx.
Anywho. Rehu.
Anywho?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's the All Elite Podcast. Do have an announcement right off the bat I want to get to really quickly here, because this is important. So, we have a Twitch channel, obviously, and we said a while back that we want to start doing more stuff on Twitch for you guys, more stuff on Patreon, more stuff in general. That's what we're trying to do here. Create content for your guys' enjoyment at the expense and embarrassment of myself and Tiff. That's what we do. Okay? We embarrass ourselves for your enjoyment. We love doing it. Anywho, Rihu. I'm going to be doing some more gaming on the channel. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I know I've announced a bunch of gaming crap over the last couple months. People are like, oh, here comes another gaming announcement from Kyle. That's not going to happen. I know, guys, I know. But there's a difference with this one. This one's more important because I've actually figured out a way to do it properly. I did a test run, and it works so well. Basically, what I'm doing on Twitch, it's wrestling related, too, which is great. It has to do with, it's called eFed or eFederation, which is a Twitch people, I guess, that do the wrestling simulations through 2K. Obviously, we're going to use 2K19 because 2K20 is a pile of crap. But 2K19, they do like universe modes. They do commentary from, which I'm going to do commentary. I'm going to try my best. I'm not the greatest, but I'm going to have a character involved in it. But it's going to be live on our Twitch channel. Here we go. I'm going to make the announcement right now. So the name of this league, actually you can call it, or this certain eFed is called World of Wrestling. And there's going to be there's a lot to do with the name with this one too. Okay? And Tiff, you're going to love this because there's a lot of people that you're going to love about it. So World of Wrestling, that's the name of the corporation, I guess you can say. There's a lot on there. I've seen a bunch from a lot of my friends of mine, but
wow.
Yes, I saw in the chat. Man. Okay, don't have to laugh. Anyways, anywho, here we go. I'm going to break it down for you guys. So it'll be live on our gaming Twitch channel, NHB Gaming, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. So I figured out a day and time that works best for me, and they're only going to be an hour in length, so it's not going to be that long. So episodes will be 1 hour in length every Wednesday at 5 p.m. It'll be a full sim. I'm not going to be controlling any character, so I'll just be straight commentating, which is going to be interesting because I found that's the easiest way to do it. Roster is just going to be made up of singles competitors and tag team for now. I will incorporate women's wrestler as basically season 1 is going to be like a trial and error. It's going to be a test run. And if it works well, I'll start incorporating women and all that stuff. So the roster size right now is about 30 singles competitors and 14 teams. So it's a really big roster, but it'll work out. Rosters are actually made up, and this is why it's called World of Wrestling, are made up from the best companies out there around the world, from AEW to New Japan to Impact to Ring of Honor and WWE. There's going to be a total of 10 pay-per-views. One of them is after every 5 episodes of World of Wrestling. So there's 5 episodes of World of Wrestling, then 1 pay-per-view. So you won't have to wait that long to get to a pay-per-view, and there'll be fun and crazy storylines. Season 2, so at the end of the first season, I hope to have stuff in place to have it more fan interactive, because there's a lot of these eFeds are a lot of fan interaction going on through the Twitch chat and all that stuff. Like there's some where you collect points, you can have your own I've seen people do like you can put your own character in the game, stuff like that. It's a really, really fun thing to do with Twitch and eFed gaming. So I'll be doing that on our Twitch channel for sure. And then you won't have to wait for a roster reveal, because on our YouTube channel, No Holds Barred Network's YouTube channel, we're going to do the roster reveal on Saturday. Will premiere on the YouTube channel, so look out for that. Haven't decided on the time yet. Probably more in the evening, but you'll see a premiere video on our YouTube channel for the roster reveal of who exactly I chose from all those companies. So there's about, again, like 30 singles competitors. I took 10 from WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and AEW. I also took, so for the teams, there's about 14 teams. So I took 5 from WWE, 5 from AEW, and 4 from everywhere else. So I'm very excited to get this going. I actually showed Tiff what it was like right before we went on stream. My boy, Game of Ant, was actually doing his, so Tiff knows what it's all about. It's a really, really fun and interactive thing to do. So, yeah, excited to get that going for us.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. Got a whole bunch of people in the chat.
Hello.
Shout out to all you guys.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing? Hi.
Hello. Bonjour.
Bonjour. ¿Cómo está?
Arrivederci.
It's going to be one of those episodes today.
God.
What did we drink? I don't know.
Nothing. I drank water.
Someone spiked my seltzer.
Or maybe this ain't water.
This
like
ain't
our boys'
water.
private party. This ain't water.
Yes, guys. Share the stream. Give us some likes. Subscribe. All that fun stuff. So.
Anywho.
Dub.
Yeah, talking about some AEW. So I didn't catch it. I actually meant to go back and watch it today, but I ran into a couple of things at work and I got a little bit busy. I I didn't see because Elevation actually sort of half debuted a half hour before Dynamite last night. And it was only one match, though. It was Jungle Boy against our boy Danny Limelight, fan of the podcast. So I have to go back and watch that. But it's going to make its actual debut on Monday. And they have a lot of big matches planned for it, including Maki Ito is going to take on Riho one-on-one. So Maki Ito's sticking around for a bit now, which I'm loving. They're pumping her into matches. I don't know if I wouldn't exactly say she's signed, but I believe it's like when she's over here, right, they're probably trying to pump out as many matches as they can with her so that eventually maybe when they do sign her, the AEW audience is familiar with her, right? They're not seeing something new here.
Well, yeah, definitely. It's great because like she's already like known to a bunch of people, and then like, but she's hitting off big now, right? Like everybody's like a fan.
Yeah. Just pulling it up now because Tony Khan did retweet, and I did I retweeted with the AEP pod. Yeah, so Riho is going to take on Maki Ito in the debut match, in the main event of Elevation. There's also going to be Jungle Boy versus Danny Limelight again. Oh, so I guess they didn't appear before Dynamite?
No, it didn't.
Okay, I thought it was. I thought it said 7:30.
No. You know what it was? The people that were there actually saw it, but maybe anything you saw was probably...
So was it our boy Jeff again, the guy that controls AEW Twitter accounts, screwed up once again? Probably. God, man, that guy's
not our
awful.
boy.
I'm sorry, he's awful. I'll say it right now, and the whole community will agree with everybody. Like that, he's just awful.
Oh my God, all the hate. Like seriously,
because he can't tweet. He doesn't know. Like it's not like anybody can defend him because the proof is right there in his tweets. He's constantly deleting tweets for his mistakes. And I'm like, you guys need to fix your social media team. He's representing your company. Yeah. Anyways, Dante Martin's going to take on Max Caster, sorry. Tay Conti's going to take on who's this? Ashley Vox. And Brandon Cutler's going to take on Powerhouse Hobbs and much more. So Elevation looks like it's going to be really big. And I'm almost assuming it almost sounds like just normal Dark because I don't think they can do what their initial purpose of Elevation is going to be for right now. They're going to have to include already made stars on there because the travel restrictions that are still going on and about, right? Until they start moving things over into normal again, we're not going to see what, Dark Elevation is initially going to be.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, I don't know if you guys saw this, but our boy Joyce Silver is actually going to the Nightmare Factor, the Nightmare Factory.
I believe we're going to see him on Elevation very soon.
That's what I think's going to happen. Like, I'm so excited. Like, Kyle, like you and me interviewed him, like one of our beginning episodes. I think it was like episode 3. I want to say 3 or 4.
April's like, so it's going to be dark.
Yeah, it's pre-dark.
It's dark after dark.
But like, how cool is that? Like, oh my God. I'm so excited for him.
I'm excited too. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude here because we love our boy Joey Silver, but like,
absolutely
it's dark after dark. Anywho.
No, but it's gonna be great because again, like I love the fact that they incorporate everything with the independent world, and then I love that he's gonna be training with QT Marshall, which is so amazing. So maybe we'll see him on Dark.
Yeah, Dark. So for you guys wondering, that's not exactly what Elevation is gonna be. I've read what exactly it's going to be. So for now, obviously they have to work with what they have, the people there. So they got to make it look good. We're gonna see like the fresher people that are there in Elevation more, but they got to incorporate some more well-known talent to get eyes on it, and then they're going to start filtering it. So anyways, besides that, I'm excited for Elevation. Dark was all right this week. I caught it. It was pretty decent. BTE, oh my God. So BTE this week, we kind of briefly touched base on it already, didn't we?
Yeah. Like
on the Revolution review.
I actually didn't take any notes, so I don't remember now. I forgot to go back and take notes.
So the best part of BT was Maki Ito in Dark Order with they're missing Anna
with the fingers. Yeah. I like when John Silver was trying to do like everybody's name. Yeah. Oh, and she had surgery today.
Yeah.
So best wishes to her. So I hope she heals up quick. I miss her already, but I know John Silver misses her.
Yeah, and I saw was it Brooke Havoc, who poor girl, had 2 matches, a dark match and a dynamite match, or 2 dark matches, and tore her 1 CL in her leg, whatever CL she tore.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, she literally had 2 matches.
I know.
Like 2 matches of her entire career. She gets a leg injury.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know. Hopefully she comes back better, faster, harder. Do it. Dun, 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 stronger. You know. My boy Yeezy.
Yeah.
Yeezy West.
Girl.
Stronger.
Yes.
I shouldn't sing it though. We'll probably get copyright striked.
Oh Lord.
Anyways, actually, speaking of like copyright strike and stuff like that, stuff with to do with the podcast, we got reached out today by a certain, not Preparation H, but we got reached out today.
Oh God, why are you talking about this? Why is?
Because we have to. I'm not. Hold up, Tiff. Hold up. I'm not saying that we're officially signed or anything. All I'm saying is we were reached out by a certain brand named sponsor company for potential sponsorship. And it wasn't Preparation H, if anyone's thinking that, because of our last episode. Because we had a big discussion in the last episode about Preparation H and the stupid hemorrhoid tube that was hanging above the ring at Revolution. And then you and Kimmy tried to get us a sponsorship. It's not happening. So Preparation H did not reach out to us. Let me just be clear. It wasn't them. It was something different, but it's pretty cool. If it's legit and we find out we're in good working terms, we're going to be sponsored by something pretty cool, and we'll probably have a promo code for you guys, so make sure you guys tune in. I'm hoping to hear back by next week from this certain brand. It's not Preparation.
I think I'm gonna reach out to Preparation.
No,
H.
I don't think people are gonna be on here being like, "Oh man, I can't wait for my Preparation H promo code so I can get some butt cream." Oh, I can't wait to get that discount butt cream.
Hey,
can't wait.
It's
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Anyways, so yeah, nothing really else much to talk about. It's from Revolution till now. It's kind of been silent a little bit. I saw like Tony Khan had like a little thing going on with some girl who was pissed off getting YouTube strikes.
oh my God, yeah.
She's a psycho. Okay, I'm just gonna say, if she's watching, you're a psycho. Like, you can't just bluntly play full segment videos on your video podcast on YouTube and expect not to get notched for it.
I swear, I know people personally who went after her and actually left
She's dumb.
stupid
She
comments.
looked so dumb. Like, she looked so dumb tweeting that. Like, you better, like, and Tony Khan replied, so then she looked even dumber. So, like, anyways.
Oh, God.
Move past that. She doesn't deserve any more time than that. Let's talk about actual AEW Dynamite. But for Dynamite first, before we get into the last night's show, next week's show is going to be big. So they have St. Patrick's Day Slam. So another themed Dynamite. I love how these themed Dynamites literally just pop out of nowhere. Like, you don't know until you watch Dynamite. It's like, oh, by the way, next week.
I know.
It's like, oh, I had no idea. And then we have a women's main event. That's what I mean. Like, we got like everything in that little like 5-minute bit near the end of the show where they announce all the matches at like lightning speed. And I feel like the commentators are like winded after that, because like the graphics don't match up with the commentators sometimes, or they start talking about a certain graphic and the wrong graphics up on the TV, like last night, where they're talking about Christian Cage and it was a completely different graphic. And they're like, oh wait, well maybe not Christian Cage now, but this is coming up. Apparently you guys had audio issues. Apparently on your TNTN you had like an NBA audio issue. I didn't hear shit. So
listen, let me tell you, it destroyed the match for me. But let me tell you, like, instantly I thought of freaking Casey Catal because of the fact that it was like basketball. You're hearing like freaking basketball. Like, you hear them, like, you know, like when they're going on the court and the sneakers and it makes the sounds and shit like that and things like that. And music was going on. I swear to God. Then there was the Kanye West. Yeah,
defense.
That came on too. Defense. And then I swear to God, the Kanye West song came on, and I thought Charles Mason was coming out because I used to be his old music back then or whatever.
That kind of sucked because it was Ethan Page's first time.
I have to tell you, like, it totally sucked for me. It totally screwed the match up for me. Like, I couldn't concentrate because like it just took away from the match. And then like, of course, like I'm on Twitter, like dying with everybody. Like even like Matt Vertigo was going tweeting. He's like, I just thought of Casey Catal with the Mavs and all this stuff.
So,
and yeah, it was bad.
For once, I'm going to give props to my boys TSN up here in Canada who had their shit together And then I had none of that. So as I'm watching the match and I'm reading on Twitter, I'm like, what the fuck are people talking about? I'm turning up the volume going, what? What are people talking about? Like, what NBA sound? I'm like, are you guys actually watching Dynamite or are you watching the All-Star game by accident?
How do you do that? Like, how did that even happen?
Well, that's TNT. People are blaming AEW. I'm like, okay, guys, hang on a sec. It's not AEW's fault. There's no one in the AEW production truck going, fuck these guys. I'm playing the NBA sound. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah,
it's TNT. Because clearly it didn't happen on my end.
Because we still heard commentary going on, too.
If it's AEW,
That's
I'd
such a
hear
shame. It was like a good match, but it took away. And then it was like everybody was like tweeting. And it was like the same thing I kept seeing on my timeline was like, is it my, like, I thought the same thing. I was like, is it my channel?
AEW needs to get their shit together. They can't do a death match and they can't even do their Dynamite right. It's like, go away, you stupid trolls, man. Go away. It has nothing to do. If you knew production, how it worked, nothing to do with AEW. Go away. Like, shoo-shoo. Go away.
Shoo-shoo.
You can't say her. You can't say her.
God.
Anywho, we quote a lot of stuff here. Anyways,
Okay,
so I didn't hear that, but anyways, that sucked for Ethan Page.
Yeah, it like your first match on Dynamite, and it's like this like sucked, and he put on such a great match, and
Gotta talk about Matt Jackson and Ray Phoenix though, because like those two had a barn burner of a match, and the crowd was very Phoenix heavy. I kind of felt bad for Matt in a bit because there were more Phoenix chants than Matt chants. Like the heels were getting the help from whatever crowd was there, the heel side of the ring, well, the heel wrestlers, because they're getting loud Phoenix chants, and the babyface wrestlers are trying to get Matt over too. But it was just heavy Phoenix. Just Phoenix was showing more and more how much of a great singles guy he is. Like he is when and if, which I don't think they necessarily have to break up, because right now Pentagon is doing his own thing and now Phoenix is doing his own thing.
Right.
And Phoenix is doing his own thing with Pac. So the Death Triangle can kind of like, I like when the team can do that. They can still be a team, but go out and still do single stuff without actually needing the other teammate. Because like Pentagon's going to do his stuff with Cody, and I guarantee you won't see Pac or Phoenix anywhere near that. So I like when they do stuff like that. But we know now that Phoenix, if he ever was to become straight singles without a team, the guy can pull his own weight. Man, is he ever good. He is so good, and he's so crazy. Like, he puts his he's like Darby, man. He puts his damn body on the line in every big spot. Like, he just doesn't care. He just goes, flips. I don't care if I land on my ass. Who cares?
I mean, it's always going to be the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers are always going to have that great chemistry together, no matter what, whether it's going to be in a singles run with one of them or if it's going to be a tag team. We always get the best matches with these guys. So
there's one thing that didn't make sense in this match, though. Like, it's still, if you can explain to me, Tiff, I would be much appreciated.
Okay.
Well, why and how the hell does SCU have an automatic title shot when there's been more teams featured on Dynamite that probably deserve it a lot more than they do? Oh, it's because their story is if they lose the next match, they're not going to be a team anymore. And like the rankings, so they're up on number. I'm like, how did they get to number 2? And then someone explained to me that it was because they're dark matches. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Because they win 30 dark matches doesn't mean they get an automatic title shot. Haven't seen them on Dynamite.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm kind of part of it too. Is like I don't always watch Dark, and I think
they're number 1 ranked. What? Like how are they number 1 ranked?
I can't be with I can't keep
the rankings. Don't make sense, man. Don't freaking make sense. Don't count Dark on the rankings.
I just wouldn't want to honest to God, I don't want to see that again. I want to see
30 matches on Dark a week. Some guy can climb up the standings in 2 weeks.
I mean, I'm down for Bear Country to come and get a shot.
I just didn't get it. I'm like, no, why?
Yeah.
Tell me teams like Jungle Express who work their damn asses off every week to get over as they are, don't deserve at least something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
saying. It's there's a lot of teams out there that, I wouldn't mind watching.
It's a problem with too many teams, I guess. I don't know. Too many good teams. Which, I mean, in the end, it's not really a problem.
I mean, we're still going to get a good match out of it no matter what. I mean, I understand, your thought, why? Why are we going to see this again?
It was an example, Bill. Bill's taking Jurassic Express with a question mark. It's an example. I'm just saying, SCU, I wouldn't have thought. If I was going to pick, if someone had come to me and say, okay, out of the winner of Ray Phoenix and Pac and the Young Bucks, who do you want the next team to be? I wouldn't say SCU.
Yeah.
The SCU would be the bottom of my list.
Right.
Anyways, move on here. So,
all right, let's talk about the Eddie and John.
I was going to say, we need to talk about how they explained everything because they did such a great job of doing it.
Oh my God.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be because I'm sitting there going, oh, they better come up with something.
Wait, first, before you say anything, who doesn't want to go out freaking drinking with Eddie Kingston? Like, let's be real here. Like, I want to go
that
drinking with
scene
Eddie
was like the
Kingston.
most like modern, weird looking drinking scene. Like, I didn't expect Moxley and Eddie of all people to be sitting in that type of environment drinking. I expect them to be like in a back alley somewhere or, you know, in some grungy room backstage or, you know, at like a dive bar kind of scene. Not some like hipster main, you know, kind of like a mainstream looking thing with the little fireplace and like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect them to be sitting in that kind of environment. Those two guys out of all. I would want to drink with Eddie Kingston too. The guy's dope. But Eddie Kingston blaming it on his anxiety from his prison days is why he kind of got knocked out, and that Eddie calls out Kenny Omega, claims he was trying to be, he's saying Kenny's trying to be funny with his little faulty ring. They're like, oh, Impact probably paid for that pump too. So throwing shots at Impact, I'm like, oh my God, they're doing this the proper way. This was so well done. To blame Impact.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Because of Don Callis. I'm like, oh my God.
Storytelling, man. Storytelling. Like, it all intertwines. It's amazing.
And Mox said he didn't want to, he didn't win the title, but he's happy he had his good buddy Kingston back. So a little bit of a feel-good moment between those two, who've had a long-ass history in the indies, and now we had basically a kind of like a long history in a way. In AEW, like the whole 2020 was Moxley. Like since Eddie Kingston made his debut, like he made it a point to go right after Moxley. So like they have a little history even in AEW. They ended off with like the best way possible. If you're gonna tell them, like, if you're gonna flash your weapon, better know how to use it, and just chirping them. So they chirping Kenny Omega and Don Callis for the faulty bomb, saying they can't build a death match worth of shit. So they played off of what Moxley said at the end of Revolution. And then the whole Impact line was great too. So they added a lot of little things to this promo that made up for the ending. I think I felt less bad about the ending after I watched this of Revolution.
Right.
So that was good. So now we're like, I think we're getting Moxley and Eddie teaming up for a bit. Because it looks like the way they're going.
I'm for it. I'm for them to take the belts off the Young Bucks. Let's be real. You know, you guys all thought about it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just thinking, like, if what they were supposed to do, like, if the bomb went off the right way, would Moxley be written off, or would he have been there doing a segment with Eddie on Dynamite last night? I wonder if that segment even happens if the bomb went off the right way, or if that was supposed to be the write-off for Moxley, and now they have to plan something else. Because I don't think Renee's due for another couple months, so I think Moxley can still stick around.
Right.
And Cody's not going anywhere either. I think a lot of people thought Cody was going somewhere, but Brandy even clarified. She tweeted out, she's like, I love how people just think my husband's going to leave for maternity, like, while I have, when the kid's here.
Well, it might be the same thing with
the kid's going to be grown, raised inside Daly's place. Knowing Cody Rhodes, that baby ain't going anywhere. They're going to raise it backstage. They're going to have a nanny backstage with the baby when Brandy has to come out and do a segment.
Hey, that's what money does. But look at what they do it all, like the family, the kids and everything. We have Brody Lee's kid, like, all involved. So I'm not surprised. Like, anyways. I'm just not.
Speaking of Cody Rhodes, he faced. Okay, do you know who this is? This guy a known indie guy, or I don't know? His name was Seth Jargis.
Me personally, I haven't seen him.
Gargis or
Gargis.
Gargis.
Yeah.
Know his name.
But I love how Cody came out and then he gave the kid, the guy in the wheelchair, the belt. That was a nice one. I tweeted, he's got a big heart. Like, Cody, I mean, such a big heart, this guy. Like, they invite obviously him to ringside, such a cool moment, and he gets the actual, like, belt he wears to the ring. Like, Cody's just such an amazing guy. He's such a good representation for the company, and we all knew that going in. He does.
He's still selling the arm injury. Commentary made it a point of it, so he still got that arm wrapped up. Hey, Brandy could be just tweeting that out to, could be just, working us too. So maybe he will go with the baby. Who knows? Cody squashes in like a very quick match with a figure 4. So he's using this figure 4 a lot, which still makes me think he's going to be involved in this new Horseman faction, which we'll get into later. So I want people to keep an eye on this. He's been using the figure 4 a lot and winning with it a lot lately, which is a nice nod to Ric Flair of the Horsemen. Tony Schiavone comes to the ring after with the mic. Pentagon Jr. actually interrupts. So this was out of left field. I did not expect this to happen. And they let Pentagon go. Like, they let him talk.
Yeah.
And he had, God, what the hell is his name? I keep forgetting his damn name.
Alex.
Yeah. And him kind of be his mouthpiece.
Yeah, translating everything that was in Spanish into English.
Yeah, which this was 1,000 times better than I thought they were going to go with Cody Rhodes after this. Like, him and Pentagon are having a match next week. And that match that has potential to be very, very good. I don't think Pentagon and Cody have faced each other yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If this happened before AEW, let me know so I can go watch it so I know what I'm getting into. But I don't think Cody Rhodes has ever faced Pentagon before. A one-on-one match.
Where's Brad? Because Brad's in the chat.
Okay, Brad
will know.
Open your damn encyclopedia and look inside. He doesn't
even open it up. It's in his brain. Like, he knows everything.
It's like Tony Khan.
Brad is the human encyclopedia.
Okay, he has apparently. So Brad forward it to Tiff and Tiff forward it to me so I can watch it. Anywho, I love the line about saying you may be the prince of pro wrestling, but I'm the lord of lucha libre. And I'm like, what a line to drop. That was fantastic. Pentagon says he's lucky he didn't hurt his arm. He said it in English. So this was cool. Says he's lucky he didn't hurt his arm more at Revolution to the point where he couldn't hold his new baby born girl, and Cody lost his shit and ran after it.
I love how like they took it like so personal. It was like, yo, burn.
Excuse me.
Brad said they had a 4-star match before Cody was any good.
Oh.
So that means that this match is probably just going to be like so much better.
I hope so. It's going to be on a themed episode of Dynamite next week. And if they want the ratings to be better than yesterday, it better be good.
I feel like it's going to be like, I feel like it's one of those matches that we didn't think we needed.
Yeah. You know what we didn't need? Whatever the hell this Sting and Lance Archer thing was. What the hell was that? What did I watch?
Did you see my tweet?
No.
Did you see my tweet about the snow? It was like that I got PTSD.
Oh, God.
It wasn't as much as I saw.
I think Zoom's having PTSD. You just lagged a lot there. I heard like 2 things and then... Yeah, it's Zoom. You're good, though. You're good now. It was just like... Yo, you're good. No, you're good. You're back. Oh, maybe not. Oh, God. Don't do that, Tiff. You're like... Oh, God. You keep freezing. Oh, no.
I don't know. Why is it freezing?
I know. We're not dropping frames or anything. We're still in the green, so it might be just Zoom. Anyways, while Tiff figures that out, I'll keep talking here. Yeah. I didn't get whatever this Lance Archer and... What's that?
No, I wanted to see if maybe that will fix it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I was just gonna say I didn't get whatever this whole Lance Archer thing was. Like, Lance Archer came out while Sting was talking with Jake Roberts and kind of made a point at like staring him down and like just saying, "Oh yeah, like, you're good. Don't worry. I'm sorry I interrupted you." And like, what is this? Sting's not gonna face Lance Archer. Stop it. Are they gonna face each other? Like, come on. Sting. I thought Sting was just gonna go away for a bit. Sting just stay away for a bit.
Yeah, but he's sighing.
Pack up your snow and just go away for a bit. We don't need any more snow for a bit. Come on, like we just had an incredible.
Okay, I just feel like it's just not needed.
Sorry for people that want to see him every week.
And I think a lot of people agree. This roster is so huge that we don't need to see everybody every week. That's just like my thought process.
I don't want to see Lance Archer face Sting.
I don't need to see the Young Bucks every week. I don't need to see Cody every week. I don't need to see like there's a lot of other people that I would love to see on Dynamite. Let's start some feuds with that. Yeah,
Lance Archer can do so much better than Sting. I'm sorry, guys. We're not doing more cinematic matches. I know Sting kind of still wants to do it. I'd be fine if Sting didn't show up and like took a break. You're signed for a while, but just take a break from now until like Double or Nothing. Show up at Double or Nothing or something, or the week before, or a couple weeks before, and do something.
Can we see Miro and Archer, please?
Like, why didn't you do something like that? Why didn't
right?
I thought they were gonna do something this week where like, Kip was pissed at Miro, unless they're waiting for that. Kip was pissed at Miro about what happened at Revolution. They separate and like Miro just goes like on a tear. And just like, he tears through a couple people on Dark, tears through a couple people on Dynamite, maybe goes on the mic and like demands to feed him more competition, stuff like that. And then Lance Archer answers that, and then those two have a feud. Right. A Lance Archer and Miro feud is something we'd all want to see. But no, we're getting Sting. It's Sting!
I'm over it. I'm over a lot. I am over the fact that we're getting one more match between Kip and Miro versus.
Oh, I can't believe I knew when they said that. I'm like, I fucking called this on the Revolution review.
Did.
I'm like, they're gonna have another damn match. I guarantee they're gonna have at least one. Something big is gonna happen again there, even though we've seen something happen at Revolution. Well, I don't know why they don't just play off that, because no one wants this feud to continue.
No.
Oh. Anyways, I was going to
talk.
talk.
Let's move on because we just
Ethan Page was kind of brought up a little bit, but he faced Big Shotty Lee Johnson. It was, I mean, super exciting for Page. On my end, I didn't hear any interference because I got to see and hear everything normal. But proud fellow Canadian boy from Hamilton, literally like 40 minutes up from my city.
Yeah, they apparently they put the match up on the AEW YouTube page.
Oh, they're so good for that.
Oh,
they're so good for that.
I have to go watch it again because they like really destroyed it, and it sucks because I love like Paige.
They're doing a QT Marshall story.
Yeah, then we're gonna like it's like heel Paige. Like what? Like what's going on? That like.
Oh yeah, he was. He attacked Lee Johnson after the match, and QT didn't want to help, and they're doing this whole thing with QT. I know you're trying to do stuff with QT.
They're gonna feud, like
I guess
that's what it's going towards. So
I didn't see a lot of people interested in this. Like people were more concerned about Ethan Page and QT, and I'm like, why would you do something with QT when it's all about Ethan Page's debut? This guy kind of got like overshadowed at Revolution because of everything else was happening. Now he gets overshadowed by the NBA audio and the QT shit. He just got here.
QT's gonna team up with Ethan Page, maybe.
But I have to re-debut Ethan Page now because they don't know how to debut someone big.
I don't know. It is what it is.
They've had problems with debuting people, and they might be getting into a problem here with Ethan Page. They better do a better job next week. Like, do something with him, but don't have another storyline involved, like, happening at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, who the hell cares if QT is going to leave the Nightmare Factory? Who cares?
Well, maybe there's some people that care, okay?
I'm sorry to you QT Marshall fans. You were the 4 in the corner over there. I'm sorry to you 4 that I don't care about why QT's leaving. Who cares? Who cares?
Well done.
I don't care. Leave that for Dark. Like, that is not a Dynamite feud. Anyways, the Hangman, the Dark Order, and the Lawnmower segment.
Oh my God.
So they basically brought a bit from BTE into Dynamite. And I tweet this. I'm like, we need to see more of these bits on Dynamite rather than BTE.
Did you see on his Twitter profile, he added owner of a new zero-turn lawnmower? I was like, oh my God. And then the picture that I posted on Twitter that I saw, like Stu had posted it, so I had shared it. But oh my God, that's so fun. I love how that they were all sitting on it.
They kicked 5 off. They're always mean to 5 on BT. They're never mean to 5 on Dynamite ever. So I'm like, okay, yes, take the story what's happening on BT and put it on Dynamite so people tune in to BTE to see more of it. You know what I mean? Right. That's how you get people to cross over. It was great.
Come to the dark side.
I'm just surprised they all stayed on as Hangman drove away.
That was funny. That would have been funny. Like, can you imagine maybe how many like cuts that they did for that? But
yeah, I'm just happy he finally got his lawnmower. You know.
That is.
And then 5, like, that's okay. I'll walk. Poor 5. Oh man, if you guys are not watching BT and you have no idea what we're talking about, please watch. Like, you don't even have to be I mean, you should go and catch up, but like you can just tune in next week and see whatever bit they do, and you'll see they always make fun of Five. Always, it's always like Five says something dumb or they don't include him. It's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Christian Cage. So it was supposed to be Tony Schiavone introducing Christian Cage. You know, another fellow Canadian. I'm hyped for all my Canadian boys, man. Always hyped. There's so many now. I love it. Kenny Omega interrupts Schiavone, and who was trying to announce Christian Cage. So Kenny Omega brings up the Dud explosion. He said, Don Callis. He says that they can neither confirm or deny that they had anything to do with it. They says that they took away what people want. They basically said the fans wanted the explosion, the big explosion, but we took it away from them. So they're kind of like spinning it. They're saying like, we knew that fans wanted the big explosion, Dan, but nah, we did this on purpose. The sparklers, that was our idea. So basically spinning up what Moxley and Kingston said earlier. They took away Kingston's star-saving moment as well, saying like, you know, he was supposed to be the big hero and covered John Moxley with the big explosion. But we took the big explosion away from Kingston. So this was also a good spin on what happened too. So they were doing a good idea doing this as well. Omega may not have gotten rid of Mox, he says, forever, but he loved embarrassing him instead. He said, I have the same satisfaction as if I had gotten rid of him forever because I embarrassed him in a big moment on pay-per-view in front of the whole world. So this was well done. Then Kingston came out. Callis says Kingston did the same thing that he did on... Kingston's been doing the same thing he does on Impact. Basically, every time he gets a big moment, he finds a way to screw it up. And I'm like, that was cold. That was cold, Callis. That was cold. You're digging at someone you probably don't want to be digging at, especially Eddie Kingston of all people. I know he's been watching Dynamite, probably hasn't, but Eddie Kingston is not someone you mess with.
Right.
Anyways, he gives Eddie a chance to leave. Gives him that 10. Okay, this is funny. So they do he gives Eddie Kingston 10 seconds, like the whole 10-second countdown we got on a Revolution, and they do the countdown with the sounds. And like the ending with the alarms going off, and then okay, so this is weird. So like Kenny pulls Don Callis down to like imitate Eddie and Moxley, but they're in a different kind of position. Some might say they've seen this position or tried this position at moments in their life. And we get a sound coming from Kenny Omega's mouth that's I don't know, lines of 69 me Don.
I'm dead.
Oh boy. I didn't know what to think of that. I was looking and going, damn. Okay. So Eddie ends up punching. Why did I write? I wrote Eddie punches Kingston. That doesn't make any sense. Eddie punches Omega, and then Moxley comes out for the save. Then Christian makes his way to the ring. Yeah. And then Christian and Kenny kind of have a stare down. Kenny actually offers the hand. Christian denied it. He tried for his unprettier, and then he was left in the ring with the AEW title. Now, before everyone freaks the frick out, loses their shit, shits on AEW and shits on Christian and shits on Omega and all this stuff, let's calm down for a sec. This does not exactly mean that Kenny and Christian are going to be fighting for the title. We don't know that. Off of one thing, we cannot sit here and say that's exactly what's going to happen. We don't know. I have an interesting theory. I think Christian's gone to face Omega because I know Omega's wanted to face Christian. He wants to face Christian before he gets too old and can't really go at it in the ring anymore. Okay. I think they're going to face each other, but Don Callis will grant Christian the match, but it'll be a non-title. As Kenny's advocate, you say, okay, I'll grant you guys can have a one-on-one match, but it's not going to be for the title. Or maybe they do something like, if you can beat Kenny, we'll grant you a title match, and then Kenny's going to find a way to cheat to win and beat Christian.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I really don't think Christian and Omega are going to face each other for the title. Even if they do you really think that Christian's going to win the championship when there's already a story in place right now with, if you guys didn't watch Impact and you missed it, Kenny Omega is going to face the winner of Moose and Rich Swann, who are having a title unification match at Rebellion at Impact's pay-per-view in April. And it's going to be title for title. Man. So AEW title versus the new Impact title. Kenny's on the line.
So many belts, it's gonna be crazy.
So they're gearing up for Kenny to be the belt collector and collect both belts.
Man, I can't wait to see that photo when he's just like, I love to refer it as dripping in gold.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't wait to like be there, and then it's like, you know, it is nice little outfit and his hair, and you know, April's in the chat, so I'll have to get the fan for her. But like when he's just like dripping in all that gold, like I can't even imagine.
Mega's a good looking guy. Can't be.
That's Kyle's number one
it.
husband. That's Kyle's no. Actually, no. Let me take that back. Kyle's number one husband is Sean Spears.
Yeah, Kenny Omega is like a 1.5. Like he's not far behind. But that's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, Tony Khan's smart. This isn't WWE. A lot of people are stuck in that WWE mindset. That's why. Tony Khan is smarter than that.
Nah.
They're not booking that. They're going to book them having a match because I'd want to see Kenny and Christian go at it. If Christian is in the best shape of his entire life and can still go at it in the ring, which if you've seen the Royal Rumble, he can still go at it in the ring. Why wouldn't you not want to see Kenny and Christian go one-on-one?
And Kenny's one of the best in the world. So, like, why wouldn't you want to see this match?
He's going to make Christian look very good.
Of course he's going to make him look good. He's going to be safe. He's going to protect them. We're not going to have to worry about, you know, people collapsing in the back, you know, after their match.
He's not going to have Jake Roberts out here needing a puffer. It's not going to happen. We're going to have Christian Cage, who, man, I listened to his podcast with Renee a little bit.
Right.
Renee, her Aura Sessions podcast. Christian literally just took the diet that Edge has been doing and built a home gym to get in the shape he's in. That's all he did. And just worked out and ate right for months. It also helped with healing his injury. He got medically cleared to wrestle again. I mean, there's still going to be that, no matter what, because concussions are always with you after you had a few bad ones. There's still the chance that he could have that bad concussion. But again, like Tiff said, Kenny's going to protect Christian. Yeah. And what better way to have your first match in AEW than against Kenny Omega? Yeah. Guys, like this is going to be a fire of a match. It's not going to be Kenny Omega Okada level, but we're going to get a great match. So
the question is this going to be on Dynamite, or are we going to see this at, what's the next one, Double or Nothing?
I don't know. I think they'll have a match in between. I don't think they're going to save that for Double or Nothing. I really don't. I think
they're going to save Eddie Kingston for Double or Nothing?
Yeah. That seems like if they're going to long-term build this, I think Eddie Kingston and Kenny for the belt makes more sense at Double or Nothing.
And John Moxley in his corner.
I think by then Christian will have someone else to face. Christian is going to have a match Double or Nothing. I guarantee you. He's going to have a pay-per-view match. So it's going to be against someone, I don't know who. Maybe it's against a former WWE guy. Maybe it's going to be Miro. Who knows? There'll be something in for him. Yeah. We don't even know if he's going to be a heel or babyface. Guys, what if they just switch the shift on us and he becomes a heel all of a sudden? We don't know what's going to happen in between now and Double or Nothing. That's the great thing about AEW. They always keep you on your toes and wanting to tune back in. Nothing is for sure.
Yeah. So anyway. Christian's probably gonna. Conrad said Christian needs some quick AEW Dark wins.
I'm sure we're gonna see him. If we seen John Moxley on Dark, we're gonna see Christian on Dark. Everyone shows up on Dark. Dark is not just for the mid card.
Yeah.
Anyways,
well, I'm sure we'll get something on Dynamite.
We had a 6-woman tag.
This was great.
So we had Maki Ito, Nyla Rose, and Britt Baker versus Shida, Rosa, and Mizunami, and Nyla Rose was taking the place of Rebel or Reba, I don't know. Or what did I say? Reba? Reebok? Reebok? I don't know. Anyways, she got out of the match again, so Nyla Rose took her place. The best part of this whole thing was the beginning where when Maki Ito made her entrance, everyone was brawling and she was still singing on the stage.
That was the best thing ever. Like, oh my God, this is why I love AEW.
I think she still, it's weird. I think she still got a transition. I don't know. It's weird how I want to say she needs to transition a little better because she's been wrestling for a while, but those like shots with the microphone on Shida on the stage look very, very like cartoony. And if I can say that properly,
okay,
like it didn't come across good. It looked like she just went,
yeah.
And it's like, okay, you gotta pop her like this on the microphone.
Yeah,
pop her. Make sure we hear that sound. Other than that, the rest of the match is great. I think it's kind of it has to do with the Joshi thing a little bit.
Yeah, Brad's talking about Maki needs to learn to wrestle this, send her to QT. I think you know what it is. I think like. I think me and Brian have talked about this before in person. Like she's just like personality in the ring, and that's what makes it entertaining. And I feel like that kind of takes away from like the wrestling to see all the botches, but I get it. Like there is little green with little spots, but
I will say I'm a simp.
Wrestling
100%. I have my Maki Ito SIM card in my wallet. 100%. I got it in there. I will always simp for Maki Ito until she is signed with AEW.
And I love her gear. I'm sorry. And that's why I love it so much. Hair. I love I just love it. Maybe because it's red. My
# wrestling fashion.
Yeah. Shout out to Queen of Any.
But it's very good. I thought it was a good women's match. Very good women's match. Thunder Rosa ended up picking up the win. She looked very good in this match.
Rosa always looks good. She can't look bad in a match. Like
I just felt like on the pay-per-view, we saw more Britt than anything else. And that was, they're making a point of making sure Britt gets seen more.
Well, they should, because I feel like that's going to be what we're going to get. Britt versus Shida at Double or Nothing.
But
we got to get
Britt ended up attacking Thunder Rosa with the crutch. She locked in the lockjaw. And now we're getting Britt Baker and Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa next week in the main event of Dynamite. So the first ever women's main event. Dynamite.
God.
Almost certain. Excuse me. In a lights out match. Even better. Excuse me. Oh my God. Keep burping here.
This is a lot.
I had a fantastic meatball sub, by the way, for dinner. So I'm like, just saying. I'm starting to normal again because I was, Tiff knows I've been sick for a while. So now I'm starting to get my diet back. So I ordered a meatball sub today, and Maron. The meatball sub was a good.
Wait, you better call Santina.
Yeah, hang on. I gotta get Santina. Come on here.
What do we want, Kyle? You had the meatball sub. Oh, it's very good. Oh, Santina Mariana love the meatball. Oh.
Did Santina make it?
Nah, she didn't.
No?
No. I don't want to eat her shit. Fuck.
Why not?
I don't know. Anyways, I like the Baker and Thunder Rosa feuds continuing. Next week, you got the lights out match. I don't know if this is the end. Is this going to be the final straw between these two? I feel like, I don't know. I can't tell. Because now NWA is going back. Is this kind of like the send-off for Thunder Rosa to go back over there after this? So we'll have to see. We'll see. It's a we'll see thing. I can't really tell with what's going on with this, but I'm glad they're gonna have a match. Sorry, EVP giggles. 1 sec.
Is that Santina or Moxley Mouse? Bill said.
Who? Who the hell is Moxley Mouse? Did you mean Mickey Mouse? Guy, I can do Mickey Mouse. Oh, Tiff. Oh. Well, Tiff's broken. Oh, Tiff, I can do the podcast like this. Oh. Sorry for you audio listeners. I apologize. You can just hear Tiff laughing and me making Mickey Mouse sounds. Like they'd be like, "What kind of podcast is this shit? Talk about talk some wrestling, not Mickey fucking Mouse." Moxley Mouse. What the hell is Moxley Mouse?
He said it was autocorrect.
Autocorrect my ass. Mickey and Moxley are far apart. There's no X in Mickey.
Oh God! He said he's been drinking. Oh my God! We gotta do a.
I'm cropping a picture of Moxley with Mickey Mouse ears now. I'm gonna call him Moxley Mouse.
Can we do a Patreon with Bill?
Sure.
Oh my God, we need to do a Patreon with Bill.
Bring everybody on.
Yeah, we'll bring everybody on. We're just gonna have a huge round table.
Anyways, Tiff, talk about some wrestling,
I know how to break Tiff easy now. I'll move on while Tiff laughs.
Oh God, I can't.
But you're gonna have to calm down because I'm about to talk about your boys here. Private Party.
Listen, the cure to all wrestling issues out there is holy water and matzahs. Okay, just so you know.
Holy water. So Private Party and Matt Hardy. So I guess you can call this the Matt Empire. I don't know what's going on. He's building like an empire here because now he hires the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. That's cool, man. They have something. I guess they're just not with Kingston anymore. Like what? They kind of just like gave no explanation to that. Like I'm sorry, Tiff. I always like to. I'm weird. I like to nitpick the stupidest things.
Okay.
But like if Butcher, Blade, and Bunny walked in and say and give us a reason why they're not with Eddie Kingston, why they chose to, be with Matt Hardy all of a sudden, like say, oh, it's because of the money. Kingston didn't want to pay us. Like say something. Don't just stand there and look. And in Private Party going like, what the fuck are these guys doing here?
Oh my God, I can't.
I'm not doing Goofy. Absolutely not. I don't even know if I can do it. I don't want to do it on air.
Please do it. Please try.
I know I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I can do high-pitched voices, and Goofy's not high-pitched.
Oh. Can you do Tigger?
Oh, God.
This is the all Disney podcast.
Tigger. I know. See, I can't do Tigger. I can do Eeyore because I can do Eeyore like sounding on a podcast. Oh boy, Tish, we're gonna talk about the all wrestling.
Conrad wants you to sing the Mickey Mouse song.
Not singing Mickey Mouse. Okay, guys, we're moving on here. We're talking about wrestling. It's not a Mickey Mouse podcast. Okay.
I can't. Okay.
Not a Disney podcast. We'll save this for free for all. So there you go. Subscribe to the Holds Bar Network. We'll do it on free for all, and I'll sing the whole damn song. There you go.
There you go.
You guys want to hear me sing the whole damn Mickey Mouse song? You subscribe for $1 a month on the network, and we'll do it on the next free for all. We'll get the episode out as soon as possible. Anyways.
Speaking of the Patreon, I just dropped a vlog.
Oh, see, we're dropping shit.
I just dropped a vlog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Anywho.
Anyway, back to wrestling.
So Scorpio Sky faced Darby Allin. Got to talk about this.
Okay.
For the TNT Championship. So Darby apparently is not hurt because there was all this speculation from what Tony Khan said last week on Unrestricted, saying like, oh, if Darby makes it even out of the, I guess he was just pumping up the street fight. So had nothing to do with Darby. So he said if he was hurt, he'd have to forfeit the title. I guess not. It was a very good match. It was a very, very good match. Like I don't think people knew how good Scorpio Sky was before. They knew he was good, but like he showed everybody in this match that this guy is going to be a freaking star in the singles division. It sucks now that he's 0-2 in TNT title matches because I thought for sure we were going to get a title change here.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was actually shocked. I went, oh shit, I thought we were getting this title
hang on.
change.
I lied. I thought about it near the end of the match because I was like, oh man, like Scorpio might get this.
Right.
We got something else from Scorpio. We got a heel turn.
Yeah.
I knew someone, like, if you guys were watching, was it Dynamite last week where Scorpio was on commentary? I'm like, he's being a real, like, dick. Like, he's being very heelish. He's being arrogant. And I'm like, hey, something's going on with that. They don't just do that. And look at this. The payoff. Heel turn. Do a little heel turn. Turn that heel.
I like heel Scorpio. I mean, I like babyface, Scorpio Sky too. But I loved him in Wrestle Circus as a heel. He was a champ there. So I love Scorpio Sky. So
everyone's having fun in the chat with the freaking Mickey Mouse shit. Guys are crazy. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. And next week we have the St. Patrick's Day Slam. They do this little bit where they announce 80 matches in 2 seconds. We got Moxley and Kingston against the Good Brothers. Cody Rhodes versus Pentagon Jr. I put Cody Rhodes.
Wow.
This is a big match. Jurassic Express and Bear Country against the entire Hardy Empire, which is Private Party and the Butcher and the Blade. Jade Cargill will be in action, which is good. We saw her debut, so I'm excited to see more out of her. And then our main event of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa in a lights out match.
I love it.
And the big part of Dynamite last night, the main talk of the town.
I don't know how I feel about this.
The Inner Circle War Console, which, man, they did such a good job of this. I was not expecting anything in this. I thought we were just going to get Chris Jericho kicked out and that's it. Wrap up Dynamite. Bye-bye. No, this is the best Inner Circle segment we've had in a long time because this has been dragging out way too damn long with all these different types of Inner Circle segments, like Inner Circle press conferences and Inner Circle this and Inner Circle that. I'm like, oh my God, now we're getting the damn freaking War Console. Like, what the hell boring crap are we going to get now? I'm like, this is the main event too. Like, why? Anyways, what we got? Damn. So we thought, well, I mean, it looked like that there was the video, like Sammy Guevara came out as a return, showed a secret video camera of talking like Moxley talking about, or with the other members of the Inner Circle about turning on Jericho. And it looked like they were going to do it. And then all the Inner Circle members turn over to MJF. And Jericho was like, you think we don't talk to each other all the time, you stupid idiot? And, MJF is backed into a corner. He looks like he's about to cry and says basically that, I forget the line he dropped, but it was a great line. He says, while he was doing all this, he was building he doesn't need the Inner Circle because he was building his own. And then the lights go out, and I'm like, I stood up fast. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? Like, I knew something big was going to happen, and all of a sudden the lights come back on, and literally I was like, oh shit. Like, I said, oh shit, really loud. I'm like, FTR, Tully, Sean Spears, and Wardlow. I'm like, what the hell? And there's a big beatdown. And when I say beatdown, they beat the living crap out of the Inner Circle. Like, Sammy Guevara's head went through a chair, and Chris Jericho got powerbombed off the stage. I'm like, oh my God. And everyone's like, oh, there's the Horsemen again. But I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
You'd think they would have thrown up the fours at the end of the show if there was the Horsemen. But they didn't. Which makes me think that it's not going to be called the Horsemen. Same kind of stable. A bunch of old school type of wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like, MJF is the Ric Flair. Like, everyone can kind of be their own piece of the Horsemen in some way, but I don't think it's going to be called the Horsemen. But I wanted to leave it to you guys out there. And we got a lot of responses, to say the least. I'm going to see the final total, Tiff. One sec here.
It was a lot. It was some great.
Shout out to MJF Scar for retweeting it. You're my boy, man. We had 78 responses.
My goodness.
With 9 quoted retweets, which I'll read the quoted retweets first just to make it easier. So we got, actually, in the chat, coincidentally enough, Brad doesn't like this because he doesn't care what the official name of the group is. So from here on out, they'll be called Wardlow and Friends. So we know who you like out of them. We got half of a perfect 10. The Outer Circle.
Oh, jeez.
Jim Cornette's Wet Dream.
Oh, no.
This is from our boy Game Event, because we and him have a thing with Ken Shamrock. He's like, the 5-leaf clover in honor of Kenneth Shamrock appearing in AEW eventually. Oh, okay. Now time to read the actual responses. You guys are freaking nuts with some of these. I'm just saying.
Here, let me go for some of these.
We got Wardlow and the Misfits.
Oh, jeez.
The Revelation I saw a lot.
Yeah.
Because of Fear of the Revelation. So that kind of makes sense.
For the new Revelation I was seeing.
Someone said maybe they go back to the old TNA old stable called Fortune. They bring that
I
back.
like this one. Salt of the Earth.
Yeah, because of MJF. Our boy Kilroy. The Male Equine Quintet.
My goodness.
The New Circle.
The Apocalypse. The 4 horsemen back in the day were the forerunners of the apocalypse. The 4 horsemen are ushered in the coming of the apocalypse.
Bill, our boy Bill says the Horsemen. Good guy Dave says the Executioners.
Yeah. I like this one. 5 diamonds, diamond mine, diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, diamond related. If they are. That can only, if they're gonna do something diamond related, we already know who's eventually, what woman's eventually gonna be joining that team when she signs with AEW. Just saying, just gonna throw it out there. What woman out there is a free agent, has to do with diamonds, just waiting to get signed. Just saying, girl Tessa. The Outer Edge. I gotta see this one from a guy named Michael Fry. Turds are us.
Oh Lord. The new generation.
Yeah. Metal says the Schitt's Creek.
Oh my goodness.
The Upper Hexagon from our boy Black Baymax.
Man, there was a lot.
The Talented Tully and Spears.
I like this one, the Dynasty. I can see that one.
The Full Circle.
Some great ones.
I'm just trying to find the fight. BoJack Horseman. That's clever.
Hi, Darren. Darren's in the chat.
Hi, Darren. The Stable. Some guy just put The Stable.
Oh my goodness.
The Rich and Powerful Foursome. The Outer Rim.
So I feel like even with some of these names, it could have its own BTE show. Like, can you imagine they start one? I wouldn't mind watching shows like that.
There's a lot of names that you guys can do. Top Guys.
If you guys are listening to this later, leave comments below. Let us know your picks.
Kings of the Mountain. MJF Scarf actually put the outer circle. That's pretty funny. Some put out the outer square.
Bill said the Mickey Moxleys.
No, stop it. The in-betweeners.
Oh, Lord.
The heat-seeking missiles.
I'm done.
Demolition dudes.
Oh, my God.
Tully's boy toys.
Jeez.
Okay, J Omega 33 put the drizzling shits.
Oh,
Come on, guys.
you guys are a mess.
Wholesome content. The council. The Young Breeds. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad.
Okay.
Shout outs to David CL. The Young Breeds. Yeah, so there's a lot of answers. You guys did a really good job with this. Thank you so much for all those. I made sure to like each and every single one of them. But yeah, some of them made me dead. But this is interesting. This is a new faction. So, Tiff, it only makes me think. I know you were supposed to see it. Blood and Guts was almost announced a year ago.
Stop.
So I'm assuming Inner Circle versus this new faction for Blood and Guts. But unfortunately, we'll have to watch it on live TV or at Double or Nothing. Yeah. Unless you fly to Jacksonville.
Listen, I'm getting my shot at the end of the month.
Well, then, if they do it after that, go to Jacksonville.
April, here in the chat.
Take a paper cutout of me and put it in stand.
I have to, I'll be vaccinated.
Hold on. That's a great idea. Tiff, I'll pay for my damn ticket. Like, I'll pay for a seat next to you. If you bring a paper cutout of myself and put it in the damn chair, we hope you get on freaking TV, because that would be hilarious.
I will do it.
You guys are here first. If it happens, I'm going to pay to get a cutout of myself to Tiff to bring along with her. She can do a vlog with it, like her flight down to Jacksonville. And go to Cracker Barrel and put me on the chair.
Yes. Okay. Because me and Kyle, we've done the Crackle Barrel thing when we went to Full Gear. That's going to be the thing now, that if me and Kyle are not together, or we decide to go to anything AEW related, we're going to have cutouts of each other and bring them and do vlogs with them. That's actually going to be something, and then we can put them up on the freaking Patreon.
They got it. They got the cutout. I got to put it in a chair on Dynamite if you ever go. That would be fun. Anywho, Rihu, thank you very much, guys. That's about it here. I don't have anything else to say other than I'm starting the new eFed again. The roster reveal will be on our YouTube channel on Saturday. I got to get that done tomorrow. Actually, got to record it and then premiere it. And it's actually probably going to start. I'm going to see if I can finalize everything and get it done, started next week, guys. So next Wednesday, 5 p.m. on our Twitch channel live, we'll get the first episode of World of Wrestling. And I have a lot of stuff planned for it already. Cool. Big things planned. I filled in Tiff today with one of them. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Come join in on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Have fun in the chat. Help me out on Twitch by interacting, because it's going to be a test run for Season 1. Season 2, I know a couple of people in the E-Federation that do a lot of fan interactive stuff that they're going to help me out. We're going to do a lot of fan interactive stuff, whether it's you get to make your own character, you get to introduce someone into the roster, stuff like that. You guys can name a pay-per-view, book a pay-per-view, all that stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. So make sure you guys tune in with that. And before I go anywhere, though, like we always do, make sure you guys are following us on our social medias. Like us on Facebook at All Elite Podcasts. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at All Elite Pod. And on the Insta, if you're into that Insta kind of thing, All Elite Pods, where you can find us on there. Find us on all our audio platforms on the No Holds Barred Network by searching up the No Holds Barred Network, and you will get the All Elite Podcast. We are available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, CastBox, wherever you're getting your podcast. Search up the No Holds Barred Network, and you will find us on there. To all our Apple Podcast listeners, make sure you rate us. Give us a generous 5-star rating on the No Holds Barred Network with all the podcasts we deliver. Leave us a comment, too. Let us know what you guys think of the podcast. It'd be really helpful in the charitable side of things. And last but not least, he's in the chat. Thank you to Darren of This Wolf for letting us use the song Dead to Me and all the other wonderful songs that he produces. They are honestly so underrated, guys. Go check his music out. I kid you not. You will not be disappointed. Support Darren. And thank you for letting us use that song Dead to Me for our official theme song, Darren. It means the absolute world to us, and we shout you out each and every single week here on the podcast because of it. Yeah. Are we related? We are not related.
Wait, who?
Someone asked us in the chat if we are related. Absolutely not. Tiff lives in New York. I live in Canada.
Wow, I thought you were my brother all along. You're rude.
We don't even have the same last name.
I'm so dark compared to
You leave
Kyle.
my brother alone.
Kyle's like Casper. Like
No, we're not brother and sister. As much as we seem like it, we're not brother and sister. My brother's actually Moxley Mouse. That's my brother. That's why I can do the voice so well. Oh, yeah, Moxley Mouse. He's my brother. Oh. I broke Tiffany. Yeah, now I can end the podcast without her talking. She broke in. Don't you give me the Maki Ito middle finger. Motherfuckers. Anywho, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you for tuning in live. You watching live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, but Twitter, Periscope's going away at the end of the month, so we'll just be live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch after that. Thank you for tuning in live. Thank you for watching back. Thank you if you are an audio listener. Thank you for downloading the episode. You guys mean the world to us. Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon page, No Holds Barred Network on Patreon. As little as $1 a month supports us here in the network, and you guys get a bunch of other content that you don't get for free anywhere else. Stuff like Free For All, because me and Tiff are planning a lot of big Free For Alls on there. I'm actually gonna be putting the World of Wrestling content on there because Twitch doesn't allow me to put the entrance musics because they block it out. I'll be reposting the episodes on Patreon with the entrance music, so you guys can actually watch it with music, which helps a lot too. So lots of stuff going to be on the Patreon page, and make sure you guys go subscribe to that. Thank you very much. Hit the like button. Leave us your comments down below. God, it just thundered here. The Undertaker is here outside my house. Before my power goes out, I'm going to end the stream, though. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, like the video. Leave us your comments down below. We'll see you back here, right here on YouTube and everywhere else live next Thursday night, as always, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the All Elite Podcast. Take it easy.
Me